Welcome to the NDTV Auto Show. I'm your host Mugdha Mishra. Ferrari has finally got its 12th Cilindri to India. Let me take you on its quick walk around. This is one of the last naturally aspirated V12s to come from Ferrari's stable. That makes this extra special. This was launched in India in the beginning of 2025 and now finally it's here in flesh and blood. 12 Cilindri's design is Ferrari's interpretation of what's modern. Very few creases and more rounded off edges. The front clearly is inspired by Daytona. Similar headlamp setups with this black panel which will remind you of the Daytona. You have this very large intake below and it gives the car a really sporty look. The DRS protrude outside and the same design theme continues all the way in the fender as well. And of course you have this nice bulge here that is very typical to Ferraris and the Ferrari logo here. These wheels, they are very interesting. They get the red brake calipers and you have the option of choosing the alloy that you feel like. सिर्फ एक shoulder line है यहाँ पर और आपको कोई ज़्यादा creases नजर नहीं आएंगे and then you get this huge bulge towards the rear, making the rear much wider. और इसका जो roof top है वो भी काफ़ी interesting है. यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं almost एक C सा बन रहा है. Looks nice. And आपको यहाँ पर ग्लास रूफ मिल जाता है. You can see this glass area here as well. यहाँ पर आपको स्पॉइलर मिलता है एंड यहाँ पर आपको कार्बन ब्लैक का इस्तेमाल मिलेगा और अगर आप चाहें तो यू कैन ऑप्ट फॉर प्योर ब्लैक एज वेल. सेम विद दिस बिग डिफ्यूजर. लेकिन एक चीज इंटरेस्टिंग है यहाँ पर जो आपको एग्जॉस्ट दिखाई दे रहे हैं वो यहाँ पर इस बार रेक्टेंगुलर शेप के हैं. The steering is obviously absolutely beautiful with lots of carbon fiber here and leatherette with this red exposed stitches. It looks very, very nice, but I'm sure this is also customizable and this one has been customized like this. But I want to show you the start stop button is actually here, and then you have your mode selector here. You have wet mode, sports, race, and then you have the option of ESC off. Your turn indicators are here. They're so cute. You also get this large paddle shifter and the entire car can be managed with this one steering. It's super cool. 12 Cilindri is not a proper sports car. It is a Gran Turismo. That means it's meant for open highways and your long drives. So you have these two seats, but you also have some space for luggage. If you have seen Purusangre, you will see a very similar setup here with your driver display here, your infotainment screen here. This comes with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and a small screen for passenger as well. I've shown you what all is inside, but what's most important is what's under the hood. Let me tell you about that. This is where all the fun is. This long bonnet is there to accommodate this naturally aspirated V12 engine that produces 830 HP power, 678 Nm of torque and does 0 to 100 in 2.9 seconds. But the story doesn't end there. Ferrari has done a lot of work to make 12 Cilindri a little extra special. It now gets a shorter wheelbase than the 812 Superfast, down to 2700 millimeters, making it more agile. The rear wheel steering adds to its maneuverability. Ferrari also says torsional rigidity has improved by 15% thanks to fewer castings in the chassis. And with the new 8-speed dual clutch gearbox, shift times are now up to 30% quicker.
ये है रॉयल एनफील्ड की हंटर 350 2025 मॉडल जिसमें कुछ किए गए हैं तकनीकी बदलाव. आज करेंगे हम इसका माइलेज टेस्ट. लगभग 100 किलोमीटर चलाएंगे और इस दौरान बताएंगे आपको क्या है चेंजेस और उनका इम्पैक्ट क्या पड़ता है आपके राइडिंग डायनामिक्स पे. हंटर कह सकते हैं रॉयल एनफील्ड के पोर्टफोलियो में सेकंड सबसे पॉपुलर मोटरसाइकिल है। क्लासिक का दबदबा सबसे ऊपर, फिर आती है हंटर। और इसकी जो वजह है वो है प्राइस पॉइंट 1.5 लाख की कीमत से शुरू होती है। शुरुआती प्राइस पॉइंट को चेंज नहीं किया गया है, लेकिन ऊपर के वेरिएंट्स में लगभग 7,000 रुपए का डिफरेंस दिख जाएगा। और इसके चलते जो एक्स्ट्रा फीचर्स आपको मिलते हैं वो काफी खास है, जैसे कि जो इसका क्लच है ये अब स्लिप एंड असिस्ट क्लच बन चुका है। ऑल्सो जो इंजन है वो सेम है, वही 350 सीसी का इंजन है, बनाता है लगभग 20 हॉर्स पावर, 27 न्यूटन मीटर का पीक टॉर्क, जोड़ा गया है एक 5 स्पीड ट्रांसमिशन के साथ। और इसका जो स्वीट स्पॉट है, आप 80 से 90 के स्पीड पे हाईवे पे क्रूज कर सकते हैं। शहरी ट्रैफिक में काटने में आपको कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगी। इसकी जो वजह है ऑब्वियसली वेट है, और साथ ही साथ जो इसका सीट हाइट है मात्र 790 मिलीमीटर का है। कुछ और बदलाव जैसे कि टॉप एंड वेरिएंट्स में कुछ नए कलर्स जोड़ दिए गए हैं। सामने की ओर अब लाइट जो है वो बदल दिया गया है। अब हंटर में आपको एलईडी लाइट्स मिल जाएंगे टॉप एंड वेरिएंट के साथ। साथ ही साथ इसमें अब सी टाइप का चार्जिंग पोर्ट भी जोड़ दिया गया, मतलब ऑन द मूव आप फोन को चार्ज करते रहिए। और यहाँ पे जो ट्रिपर है दूसरे मोटरसाइकिल से मिलता है वो अब हंटर 350 में भी आपको मिल जाएगा। 350 सीसी पोर्टफोलियो में हंटर शायद सबसे मजेदार है चलाने में। हैंडलिंग की अगर बात करें, लेकिन जो दिक्कतें थी वो थी रेयर सस्पेंशन में, थोड़ा ज्यादा ही स्टिफ फील होता था। सिटी राइडिंग के दौरान आपको बहुत ज्यादा खड्डों पे, बम्प्स पे फील होगा जर्क, लेकिन अब उस चीज को बदल दिया गया है, क्योंकि कंपनी की माने तो रेयर सस्पेंशन के सेटिंग्स चेंज हो चुके हैं और ये फील हो रहा है पहले के मुकाबले सॉफ्टर, मोर सपल लग रहा है। लेकिन इसे अब आप क्लासिक या बुलेट मत मानिए, अभी भी काफी स्टिफ है, लेकिन पहले के मुकाबले बेहतर फील हो रही है। साथ ही जो इसका ग्राउंड क्लियरेंस है वो भी बदल चुका है, पहले से 10 मिलीमीटर बढ़ चुका है। जो इसका सीट फोम है ये बदल दिया गया है। मुझे तो बहुत ज्यादा फील नहीं हुआ है, लेकिन शायद हाईवे पे वो डिफरेंस फील हो। ओवरऑल अर्गोनॉमिक्स काफी सटीक है, अपराइट आप बैठते हैं, हैंडलबार्स की ओर काफी आराम से पहुंचते हैं। तो ये तो थी कहानी सबसे किफायती रॉयल एनफील्ड की, जो पहले से बेहतर बन चुकी है। आज मेरा जो सफर रहा लगभग 100 किलोमीटर का, चेक कर लेते हैं शहर और हाईवे मिला के माइलेज कितना निकाल पाई ये नई हंटर 350। हंटर की खामियों पे रॉयल एनफील्ड ने काम किया है और इस नए रूप रंग में आपको दिक्कतें कम दिखेंगी। आज के सफर में मैंने लगभग 101.7 किलोमीटर कवर किया और ये करने में जो पेट्रोल की खपत हुई वो 2.81 लीटर का हुआ। तो मतलब यही होता है लगभग 36.2 किलोमीटर प्रति लीटर का हमें औसत मिला है। लेकिन याद दिला दूं ये एक नई बाइक है, तो शायद सर्विसिंग के बाद आपको और थोड़ा ज्यादा मिले।
This was supposed to be your product which gives you a larger market.
Yeah.
Has that happened, or do you think right now what has happened is that people who are within the Skoda brand, maybe they wanted to buy the Kylaq and they have shifted to Kylaq, or has there actually been a market expansion?
No, there has been. Definitely there has been. You know, primarily from the fact that you're now addressing newer price points. Yeah. Traditional Skoda customers have always been more towards the premium side. If I would put demographics around it, maybe 42 to 43 years old with a family, you know, with having reached a stage in life, you know, where they could afford something premium in their life. Those have been our traditional customers. With the Kylaq, now you are actually getting into newer markets. And when I say newer markets, new tier 2, tier 3 towns, where the aspirations of the people and the demographics are quite different. Yeah. So if I talk about what specifically is different, I think in terms of age groups, yeah, with the Kylaq, we do see a much younger audience coming in, maybe not 42, 43 that we used to have earlier, now in the range of 30 to 35. Newly married, yeah, so a lot of couples who are just newly married looking forward to buying their first car, buying a European safe car, which still gives them a little bit of more status in life. That is something which I see very clearly when I go to my showrooms, walking into our showrooms. Very young professionals, people 27, 28, who are also looking to make their first purchase and see Skoda as the Kylaq as their first product, which meets their aspirations. So I think yes, there's a very big demographic change happening with the entry into Kylaq segment.
Has the product launch strategy changed in the last few months? Because when we met the management at Auto Expo, we had clarity on Kodiaq. Diesel's coming, Kodiaq is already here. Then Superb, then there were talks about Octavia VRS as well. So has the product strategy changed a little bit? Is Kylaq diesel coming?
I think, product strategy overall has not changed. The timing of that strategy can change. And that is something which I believe is the right thing to do at this point of time. We have launched 2 brand new cars in the last 2 months, the Kylaq and the Kodiaq. We owe it to ourselves and to the market and to our dealers to make these products successful first. Resources are limited, bandwidths are limited, your network is ramping up. So I would rather focus on something which is possible to make a success, and we have to make it a success first before we start spreading ourselves too thin. But having said that, the global models that you spoke about do have a place in our plan, but at the right time. Yeah. Out of the products that you spoke about, definitely one of the products I'll bring this year.
Does that worry you that 25 years in the market and you are at 2% market share?
No, I think you have to see it in the context of what our DNA of our group is, what the DNA of the brand is, and what the ambitions have been. Yeah? So it's very easy to say that we should be worried. I think we are proud of the 25 years of legacy, and we are at this 2.5% also because of that legacy of 25 years. There are many players who have exited the market. Even after having that kind of a legacy. We have not. We have continued to believe in India. We have continued to invest in India, and we will continue to invest in India.
India is a difficult market. Here it's mostly, till now it has been winners takes it all. Only now, last few months.
I think the market is big enough. We are a 4.3 million market. We are the 4th or the 3rd, soon to be 3rd largest market in the world. And also, there is space for everybody.
Ather Energy has announced that the 3rd edition of the Ather Day will be held in August 2025. The exact date is yet to be revealed. The company confirmed that it will reveal its new EL electric 2-wheeler platform and a few concept 2-wheelers along with it. Ather is likely to launch the Ather Stack 7.0, the latest generation of its software stack. Expect the company to showcase its latest generation of EV fast chargers as well. Charge Zone has inaugurated the country's largest and most powerful EV charging hub in Bengaluru. The new charging hub features over 210 charging points comprising 80 DC fast chargers along with 160 charging outlets and 50 AC chargers with 50 outlets. With a combined installed capacity of over 4 megawatts, this facility not only marks the highest concentration of EV chargers at a single site in India, but also ranks amongst the most powerful EV charging stations in the country. F1 the movie has been creating waves on the social media, and now the movie finally hits the cinemas in India. Directed by Joseph Kosinski of the Top Gun Maverick fame, F1 the movie stars Brad Pitt and Damson Idris and is centered around Formula 1 racing. F1 legend Sir Lewis Hamilton is one of the co-producers and has worked on the film as well. It is yet another motorsport movie aiming to enthrall the audience after Rush and Ford vs Ferrari. So if you are an F1 fan, this movie should be definitely on your watch list along with the Austrian Grand Prix this weekend. Tata Motors announced the prices of the rear-wheel drive variants of the Harrier EV a few days ago, and now Tata will announce the prices of the QWD or the quad-wheel variant of the Harrier EV very soon. Just to refresh your memory, the Tata Harrier EV scored 5 stars in the latest round of Bharat NCAP crash tests.
This right here is the 2 Series Gran Coupe, the absolutely new 2 Series Gran Coupe. The 2 GC is likely to arrive in showrooms from July with prices expected to be around rupees 47 lakhs. Up front you get this shark face, long bonnet जो कि सामने बिल्कुल sharp कट बनता है और shark की nose जैसा दिखाई देता है. Grill illuminated है और अगर आपको याद होगा तो पहले जो 2GC थी वो यहाँ पर एक कट मिलता था, लेकिन अब वहाँ वो कट नहीं मिल रहा. दोनों जो किडनी ग्रिल है वो एक यूनिट सी लगती है with some illumination. यहाँ पर आपको ये 2 LED DRL दिखाई दे जाएंगे जो कि BMW का ऑलमोस्ट सिग्नेचर सा बन चुका है, and then blacked out area down below for air vents. You get larger wheels here. The car has seen many changes including in the looks. यहाँ पर आपको ये Hofmeister King दिखाई दे रहा है जहाँ पर ये 2 symbol भी दिया गया है which we are seeing in many of the BMWs these days. 5 Series में भी आपको याद होगा ऐसा ही एक King देकर वहाँ पर 5 लिखा गया था. Now अगर आप पीछे ध्यान दें तो ये जो रियर एरिया है ये थोड़ा सा बाहर की तरफ ज्यादा निकलता है.
यहाँ पर intentionally इसको ज़्यादा बड़ा किया गया है to give it a little bit more heft. The rear tail lamps look very attractive, very nice graphical design here, and then you of course have this black color spoiler here. If you notice closely, this rear portion looks like it's divided into three parts. Here the BMW logo, then this area, and then this area, and below you will see the very prominent bumper diffuser area with quad exhaust look. Like on the outside, गाड़ी के अंदर भी सब कुछ बदल गया है. And the treatment of this dashboard with this illuminated inserts on the side, in the center, this side looks absolutely beautiful and also very sporty and very thrilling. And this changes colors with the mode changes when you switch on the car, when you switch off the car. It is quite interactive as well. The seats, you get these M Sport seats here, because ये जो वेरिएंट है वो M Sport वेरिएंट है, इसलिए आपको ये M Sport सीट मिल रही है. Then you have this very sporty looking steering wheel, which I said the steering response has been improved for a more sporty feel. You get your paddle shifters here, a 10.2-inch driver display and a 10.7-inch infotainment display. This comes with BMW's new OS 9. So it is absolutely updated. On the center console, you have the wireless charger, two cup holders, two C-type charging point, and a very neatly laid out center console with these buttons, very easy to access and also very intuitive. Let me quickly show you the space at the rear. It is a 2GC, so you cannot expect a lot of space on the rear seat, but you get decent amount of space and you can sit here, though the headroom is a little compromised. But this car is known for its driving dynamics, so let me tell you more about it.
The 2 Gran Coupe is expected to get a smaller engine this time. The 1.5-litre 3-cylinder turbo petrol now features mild hybrid tech and produces a combined output of 170 HP and 280 Nm of torque. The integrated electric motor contributes 20 HP as part of the total system output. The 0 to 100 kph acceleration time is rated at 7.9 seconds. BMW is also likely to retain 2-litre 4-cylinder diesel, which delivers 163 HP and 400 Nm of torque, but it is not clear if this iteration will come to India. We expect BMW to bring the front-wheel drive 2GC to India, keeping costs in mind.
We drove all the way from Delhi to Ranthambore in our Lamborghinis. I got to drive Urus Performant from Delhi to Ranthambore, and it has been an absolute blast. We flagged off from the west in Gurgaon and hit the Mumbai-Delhi expressway. Headed straight to the stunning Taj Ranthambore. But this wasn't just any road trip. It was one of those rare occasions when Lamborghini opened up the exclusive Bull Run to a journalist like me. Typically reserved for customers, this drive is as much about camaraderie as it is about performance. And what a blast it turned out to be. Imagine the sight. 18 Lamborghinis tearing down the expressway in glorious formation. I'm fairly certain I saw a few jaws drop in real time. Many reached for their phones to capture the spectacle of brightly colored bulls thundering past. I was behind the wheels of Urus Performante, Lamborghini's most hardcore version of its super SUV. Powered by a 4-litre twin-turbo V8 that churns out 666 horsepower and 850 Nm of torque, it catapults from 0 to 100 kph in just 3.3 seconds. The acceleration is brutal yet linear, and it holds its line beautifully even at triple-digit speeds. The steering feedback is precise and communicative, creating a strong sense of connection between car and driver. The kind that fills you with confidence to carry serious pace. That said, the expressway isn't perfectly smooth. It throws up its fair share of undulations. Our journey ended at opulent Taj Ranthambore, nestled at the edge of the famous Tiger Reserve. The Lamborghini Bull Run is more than a drive. It's a curated, high-octane experience, a celebration of power, design and passion. Welcome back. You're watching the NDTV Auto Show. If you are keen on auto-related content, Join us on our YouTube channel NDTV Auto. Subscribe and press that bell icon so that you get notified every time we upload a video. You can also follow us on your favorite social media platform.